children of all ages, talking real estate one more time around. I'm telling you, before we even get to any pleasantries, though, because we got a great show for today, let's talk where you're tuning in from in this wonderful state of Michigan. Tell us, are you in the wonderful city of Petoskey, Michigan? Are you over in Muskegon on the west side? How about Presque Isle? I was talking to a guy about Presque Isle and the wildlife preserves of Michigan on the east side. You're down on the road where the taxes are cheap. Where are you at in the world? Where are you tuning in from? I got a wonderful person tuning in from Monroe. I'm sure his name or her name is Wilkowitz, guaranteed. Let's see what else we got going on. Who else is out there tuning in wonderful internet world? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. We got Magic Mike, and guess who else is going to be here? Hello, most handsomest realtor ever. Now, that is a lady with some class right there, and she's got a good eye for beauty. I'm telling you what. Miss Shelly Gambino in the house from Dogbone Heights. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Monroe. Come on, where's my up north people? I talked to a guy yesterday. He was like, we're in hoodies and sweatshirts today. It's 57 up here in up north. So what do we got going on, ladies and gentlemen? What do we got going on? There's another Dearborn Heights person in the world. Dearborn Heights everywhere, all over the place. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have the wonderful and amazing Mel's in the house today. Mel, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Fantastic. Good to hear from you today, girl. Where you tuning in from? You're in the wonderful city of Garden City?
Yep.
Are there a lot of gardens there or not? Tell me the truth. Give me the skinny.
No.
Yeah, just a little play on words, I guess. A little play on words, I guess. It's good to have you with us, young lady. It's great to have you with us. We missed you for a while, so I know Steve Kreitz will be checking in for your hand modeling in a minute here. I'm sure he will. Jenny Mullins from Tecumseh. Welcome. It's good to see you, lady. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so let's get to the real deal. The reason we're all here to take a little view of the 125th episode of Talking Real Estate. Let freedom ring. It is 4th of July weekend coming up. It's 4th of July weekend coming up here, so I figured we'd do a little bit of that kind of action. We talk about 4th of July, a little backyard Oasis talk, and then the wonderful Mike McLaughlin is in the house. He's not traveling nationwide, worldwide with the drum line. He's not doing that today. So we will definitely get to my good friend Magic Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, tell us where you're tuning in from because we can't wait to hear. Tecumseh is a great place. They said they had the highest number of millionaires at one point in time in the state of Michigan. So ritzy rich kind of place there. Nice skydiving too. All right. Let's go to the legend, Mike McLaughlin from Total Home Lending. Michael, how are you, sir?
Hey, good. How are you doing tonight, Scott?
Fantastic, brother. We're gonna try to give you the big screen here. Let's try this. Bam! We'll give you the big screen, sir. So, Mike, I want to talk about mortgage rates, and I want to preface it by saying this. About 2 weeks ago, I saw all kinds of stoppage in the market. It felt like people weren't looking. Today, it felt like the phones were going off the hook. It felt like people were showing houses left and right today. So tell me what your thoughts are on that, sir.
I think it's more of a reflection on some vacations with school just ending, wrapping up a lot of things that people had to do, kind of a normal slowdown at the beginning of summer. And now that we're a little bit further into summer, people are focusing on what they already knew they had to accomplish this summer, which is purchase a home or sell their house and purchase a new home. And I think that because of that, the inventory is catching up because that's also the people that are going to be listing. I think there's a pretty common feeling around the industry, like you're saying, that it feels like it is picking up, like there's more homes coming on, more offers being accepted. So I think that's a good movement for us.
It definitely. Now, Michael, I want to add to the feel goods, okay? I want to take a look at historically about mortgage rates, okay? Because I think people have been spoiled for so long. I think that they can't. I want to wrap some numbers around it to make it make sense, okay? Let me see if I can't find that wonderful graph that I had up earlier. Let's see. So there it is there. It's a little tougher to see because it's kind of in a goofy spot. Let me see if I can do a little better. Looks like that might be the best. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. All right. So, Michael, give me some kind of historical perspective on lending, on mortgage rates. Like, give me some.
I'm trying to see if I can zoom in on this. Yeah, I can zoom in a little bigger here. So if you're looking at where rates are today, today rates are in the mid to high fives for the most part.
Okay.
which is, so if you look at this graph here that Scott put up, it has the year on the left and then the average rate, what the average rate was for that year. So if you look at the average rate for 2021 was 3%. So yeah, we've seen a pretty big jump if that was the average rate for last year to go from 3% to 5.5%, in that ballpark. And now it's kind of stabilized. That's a very significant jump, and it's purely an effect of the inflationary, the society, or the position that we're in as a country is very inflationary, and that's what is affecting the interest rate. It's a direct relationship between the Federal Reserve rate and mortgage interest rates. So if you look here, see 3.1% in 2020. As you go back, essentially 4% in 2019, 4.5% in 2018. Okay, well, look at that. As recent as 2018, we weren't too far. We were a point off of where we are now, or roughly a point. And then a little bit down again, 3.99, 3.65, 3.85. So it's trending up. And now, granted, this is the very recent past. But if you go take a look at 2008, during the housing crisis and leading up to the housing crisis, rates were higher than they are now. And so there's three columns here, and then all the way past 2008 going back, rates have been always higher than what they are now. Peaking in the early 80s, at 16, 17%. So prior to 2008, rates have always been higher than they are now. But just because we have that tendency to have recency bias, where we say, what have they been recently? It's not historically. Historically, rates are still very low today, and the cost of home ownership compared to the cost of renting, is still very advantageous.
Absolutely. Michael, I'm going to tell you what, I'm an 80s kid, okay? So when I look at this chart, look at the 80s, 13.74, 13.88, 12.43. That's insanity.
Yeah.
I want to grab my mom and go, what in the hell is going on? The mortgage rate said, how she paid 12%. That's a bunch of crap. I mean, that makes that look like come on, Play-Doh money. Now, again, I say we were spoiled. We definitely were. We definitely were spoiled, and it's one of those things where you just got to realize that's where it's at right now. That's where it is.
Right.
People still have to move. People still want to move.
As far as that's more talking about rates specifically, but if you want to talk about the market in general, so what if we're not where we were as far as the kind of volume we were doing the past 2 years? We just got to get back to what our normal industry is, and that's less than it was the last 2 years, but I mean not so significantly less that it's going to have a huge effect on what we're doing our job. We always know that during peak times, and we're seeing this in other industries as well, like the car company, the ones that make the electric cars. Tesla just had to lay off, I don't know, it was 10% of their white collar employees. And that's because that's a company that does excessively well when times are good, and then they have to cut back when times get a little tighter. It's the same thing in the mortgage industry with employees. Now, with loan officers, they're not going to be laid off by Tesla, but they are going to have to leave the industry for the exact same reason because of the contraction that we're going to see. And the same thing goes for realtors, but it's a healthy thing for the industry.
So Mike, I put it like this. I was thinking about this a lot today. Okay, I was thinking about it this way. That I talked to another realtor that I know that's a very seasoned one. We've been around the block for a while. What this is going to do is chase out all the people that are wet behind the ears, all the people that don't know what they're doing. Okay, that's going to chase a lot of those people out of there.
Right, and it doesn't mean
me.
But that's not saying that, let's say a realtor got into the business last year and is a real go-getter, is really good at their job. They're not going to be the ones leaving the industry. It's not going to be the ones that are promising and excelling off the bat. It's going to be that surplus that we're doing just enough to get by before, but that the industry's just not going to support them anymore.
So, Mike, real quick. So, Jenny Mullins at Tecumseh's a new viewer. We also got my good friend Dakota Katie way down in Nashville, Tennessee. Give me a little play there.
I got something to add before you get rid of me, though.
What's that?
I said I got something to add before you get rid of me, though.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us, man. Go ahead.
Okay. So Garden City, Michigan. You know me, I got the internet. You're going to say something, I'm going to figure out where it got its name from. It was patterned after a town in England called Garden City that for small scale farming at the time when it was originated in 1832. So that's where it got its name from, Garden City.
Okay.
Yep, and that was the original 160 acres, and then that became the name for the whole city once it was established. Garden
Mike, you want to
City.
hear something else funny about Garden City? And I think this is true. This is the Chris Bergeron coming out of me because she loved trivia. I think the first Kmart was in Garden City, if I remember correctly. Too.
Oh, okay.
I think it was. I'm not sure, but I think it was. So,
That
Mike, give me
sounds
one more tidbit for the folks at home that get watching. Give me one more tidbit for them. A little
Oh
advice.
boy. If you use the Mishta for down payment assistance, there's 181 zip codes in the state where you get up to $10,000. You get $7,500 for the whole state. So no matter where you purchase, and guess where most of those 181 zip codes are targeted? Right here downriver,
Yep.
and that's really good buying power for our people here downriver.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. All right, Mr. Mischief, Mike McLaughlin, Total Home Lending. You are the legend. Even though you're wearing a Lions shirt, I still love you. All right, buddy?
We're
Go on.
masochists.
See you, bud.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Mel, you got to love you some Mike McLaughlin. We got to love us some Mike McLaughlin, hey?
Yep.
Yeah, the guy's always
On top of everything.
Yeah, absolutely. He's always like when I called last night, I'm like, Mike, what the hell's going on with the rates? He goes, listen, man, they're going to calm down. It's going to be fine. It's going to calm down. It's going to be fine. So let me ask you, Mel, to start it off with, where are you spending the 4th of July? Where are you spending it at?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Where are you spending the 4th of July? Where are you spending it at?
Oh, just at home.
At home?
Yeah, my parents moved from up north, so they're here.
Yeah, but did they bring the Gigi's Pizza with them? That's the question.
No, they did not.
That's bull. That's a bunch of crap.
I think there's one in Ann Arbor, isn't there?
Is it really?
I thought so.
Oh, so what we're talking about, folks, is her parents lived up in Ascota, and they have Gigi's Pizza. It was all the good stuff right there. Oh, we did forget what's for dinner. But you know what? I'm sure that's Chris Bergeron chiming in. We're going to let him slide because he can't have the magic every single week there, Toots. You can't have the magic every single week. So 4th of July weekend, guys, in the chat, what are you doing for 4th of July weekend? Where are you going? What are you doing? Let's hear what you got. What are you doing? Put it in the chat, please. Steve Christ.
Can't afford to go anywhere.
Well, yeah, I mean, somebody said to me, I was talking to a guy in our office, Ed Newman. He said, price of gas. He's like talking about going to Petoskey, his place up in Petoskey. He's like, well, I might not make it. You know what I mean? Pontiac Lake State Park. Where else? Where are you going? What are you doing for 4th of July weekend? Do a little staycation in the house? What are we doing? Because I can tell you, for me, going to be home. Party was last Saturday. Kat, if you got a hangover from last Saturday, girl, that must have been one hell of a party. I tell you what.
Pedialyte.
Go ahead.
Pedialyte.
Oh yeah, there you go. Pedialyte, exactly. Getting our house ready for pictures. Sarah Hankins, fantastic. She's always lurking. I'm gonna start calling her the lurker, right? I went over there, Mel, went over their house the other day. You want to talk about a cool setup, okay? They have a treehouse for their kids. It's better than most people's homes. Okay. I mean, it's awesome. Like I walked in, I go, what the hell kind of treehouse is this, man? It's pretty cool. But they also do have the stairs to nowhere. There's also the stairs to nowhere. Like in the middle of their lot, there's some stairs. I think it went to a pool. Now it goes to nothing. So that's that. Huh. That's definitely that. Always good, interesting stuff. So I am almost certain that we'll have some kind of a cookout. That's the kind of people that we have cookouts over the holidays. So I'm sure we'll have some grilling going on, the pool action, that kind of stuff. So we're going to definitely have those things going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask the question one more time. Where are you spending your 4th of July weekend? What are you doing? Throw it in the chat. I'll give you about 30 more seconds. Got a couple other cool things going on. Staying at home and counting my freedom blessings. Atta girl, Kat. That a girl. That absolutely is a good thing to do. But for you, when staying at home, you got so many people. That might mean a party anyway, kiddo. Knowing you, that might mean a party anyway. So what else? What are you doing, folks, for the 4th of July weekend? What are you doing? We're in a barn burn and a drought out here. No shows local, firing up Blackstone, going to town. That a boy, Dakota. That a boy. Man, one of the famous Katie boys. I'm telling you what. It's good to see you, young man. Hi, my Jennifer Welch. Very nice. Got all kinds of good stuff going on. Party in Gibraltar. We knew that, Nat. We knew that. I was thinking about that today. I was like, are the Whales going to have a party? Is the golf cart coming out? Gibraltar's a beautiful place to visit, too. Definitely a beautiful place to visit. So the 4th of July weekend. I talked to your good friend Tracy Schultz, and he told me about the old party, too. So you never know. He might make an appearance. There. We'll see. So, guys, I wanted to do this. I don't want to talk as much about homes as I want to talk about the thing that we do in homes this time. So what are your 4th of July traditions? What are they? I'm going to start off, Mel, with one of the most divisive subjects in America, okay? Fireworks. Are you for or against the local fireworks, like fireworks, having them around by your house? I can tell you right now, Chris Bergeron, I know she's out there, cannot stand the fireworks. 4th of July is like her least favorite holiday because on her block, they go batshit crazy and shoot fireworks off everywhere. Now, what do you say about local home fireworks? What do you say about that stuff?
I mean, I'm kind of over fireworks. They don't really, I don't know. I have a dog that barks all the time, so I'm against it. And all the dogs on the street. That's all they do is bark. Yeah, the neighborhood dog, just they bark at everything. What?
Wandering around?
No, just barking. So this would make it worse. So I don't know.
I tell you what, I have it both ways. I've seen it both ways. Like when I used to work at Midway in Taylor, we used to always have 4th of July. We'd go to the actual range and shoot fireworks off there. That's a big, huge, like 20 acres. So that's a pretty big, huge place. So yeah. I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all. Natalie says our dogs hate them. We love them. Someone else blowing up money. That's funny stuff. That's funny.
What's funny though?
Yeah.
There was a neighborhood. There were like 2 houses that collected money and they bought all these fireworks in Westland, and they did a fantastic show. And they were over there on Bayview and Wayne Road, over by the old, I can't remember the elementary school. And it was so good. I mean, it was like Westland fireworks. They were so big and loud. And it was funny because there were like a couple girls going around with milk jugs collecting money for next year. And so
where was this at?
It was in Westland.
Like
over
in
by
a park or something?
What's that?
Like in a park or just in a neighborhood?
No, it was like on a street. You just blocked off like half of a street. Everybody they sat on the lawn at the old elementary school and just camped out there and watched it. But there were like little girls, I don't know, 12 or 14, gathering money for next year. So there were some people that were like, well, I can grab a gallon of, and start collecting money. And, people are just throwing money in here and not knowing where it's going, thinking that it's for the.
Definitely interesting. So tell me this, guys, throw this out to me then. What city has fireworks on the 4th? I mean, like Detroit's Freedom Festival fireworks were Monday, right? That's the 20, whatever. Mm. And a lot of them before, they have their little festivals and things like that. What's the best firework display on the 4th? Give me that. There's my girl, Dawn. Our block is horrible. Enjoy the planned fireworks shows, but not the fan of them in the neighborhood. Okay, fair.
Yeah, that's true.
Snakes and sparklers are all I like. Take the kids to see a show somewhere. No mess, no cleanup. They go, boom, that's it. Blowing up money. Greenfield Village, yeah. Okay, Greenfield Village is definitely a pastime. Who used to have badass ones? Dearborn Heights used to have sweet ones. They used to. I have not seen any on the island yet. I don't know if they have them on the 4th, but somebody throw in there. Give me something. Give me fireworks on the 4th. Where's the good fireworks on the 4th then? Because it feels like nobody has them that day. Just to me, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll never assume to always be right. But guys, throw in the chat places that have fireworks on the 4th. Let me know.
Last year I was in Oscoda, and they had really good fireworks on Lake Huron.
Really?
Yeah, they were really good.
See, that'd be cool. That's a cool thing. I know Dearborn waits for Dearborn homecoming. I get that, but that's kind of, I don't know. Have them on the 4th of July. That's what you're celebrating. You know what I mean? So, Bruce and Nancy Whale said Gibraltar. I also saw you guys are trying to take dibs on the golf cart. No way, Jose. You got an 1832 house to check out that day, probably. The village has them on the 1st to the 4th. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So it sounds like Belleville Lake Yacht Clubs are legit on the water. Ooh, I like that. Belleville. I was just out of Belleville Lake today. Not bad. A couple years ago, the neighbors were letting them off in our yard. Our mulch starts smoking. Yeah, that's the hard part is the people that do them and don't clean them up. I remember going down our street when I was a kid, lived with my mom's, that they cover the whole street. Like they just had the remnants of fireworks just laying all over the street. So I guess if you clean them up and you only do them at a certain time, when it gets dark, not in the middle of the night and stuff, I guess that's okay, I guess. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn in the middle of this thing. I can see why you'd be okay with it. And Nancy, you're going to see 1832 up front naturally. Absolutely. So, guys, I guess that's one thing. What other 4th of July traditions do you have? How many folks do cookouts? How many folks do cookouts 4th of July? I feel like that's another thing. Mel, what kind of traditions you got? You got any?
We don't have any traditions.
Oh, I was thinking about, and this doesn't have to do with 4th of July. My family, as most people know, my extended family on my mom's side, used to get together at Hines Park, like Memorial Day to Labor Day every Sunday. I'm thinking about July, throwing one of those together because I miss traditions. I do. I miss little traditions, like things that you used to do all the time. So I guess, I don't know, that's been on my mind a lot lately. Usually have a big party on the 4th, Catherine, not this year because you had it on Saturday. Jeez, all your people are going to be bummed out. Usually camping somewhere. Mel, you're a big camping girl? You ever been camping or what?
I mean, I like the RV camping. I don't like pitching a tent or anything.
See, I think pitching a tent would be badass, but
It gets so hot, and then it rains and it floods inside, and you're stuck on the ground. And no.
All right. Birthday weekend. Steve Kreitz's birthday weekend, baby.
Oh, happy birthday!
Attaboy, you never know. So, other traditions, guys. I'll give you one more minute. Other 4th of July traditions that you have. 4th of July traditions that you have. And also, folks, I'll give a big plug. So if you're thinking about sending flowers to anybody in the month of July, maybe 4th of July to celebrate freedom or whatever, you can always call Dawn at Say It With Flowers in Allen Park. She is the preferred florist of Talking Real Estate and the Bergeron team. So, Dawn, thank you for being awesome. And happy birthday to Steve. Pitch it a 10. So, Mel, I got to tell you, the What Realtor See, I feel like I'm a real estate photographer more than anything else now. I go into houses and just take pictures of all. Like I went to 2 houses today with a client and took 74 different pictures of stuff. There's so much cool stuff that people do with their houses and weird stuff. Okay, so I got one weird one and I got 2 little kid fun ones. 2 kid fun ones today.
Did you use any of them that I sent you?
What's that? I did not yet. I did not.
No.
Not yet. We're gonna get there. Don't you worry. I don't let those things go to waste. All right. So, guys, here's what we got. What Realtors See, the best part of the show. If you can caption the picture with the best caption that Mel and I decide on, then you will win a chance at millions of dollars off of scratch off sent directly to you from Talking Real Estate. Yeah, Hannah does take the best photos. I agree with that. Absolutely. So, Mel, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. So, What Realtors See contestant number 1. This was just weird. I saw this in a bathroom and I was like, okay. So this is one. The option, guys, the goal is to caption it. What caption would you put with this one? Here we go. And I will try to make it bigger too. So that's in a bathroom right there. What Realtors See. Put your caption in the chat and then the best caption will win. What do you got? What Realtors See. That was in a bathroom. On the counter. Put your caption in the chat, please. Put your caption in the chat, please. What do you got, ladies and gentlemen? What do you got? Let's see what they come up with, Mel. I just walked in and was like, okay.
You said it's on the counter?
Yeah. It was on the granite in the bathroom, just sitting there like that. I mean, like, you know what I mean? So I was like, what the heck?
Huh.
So Kathy Cordy says, a house divided. Very nice. Chris Bergeron says, Crystal is as Crystal does. That's pretty good. Shelly says, oops, we forgot a cupboard. That's a good one. What else, guys? When you walk in and you look at the counter and you go, huh? It makes me stop. Like I swear to God, I bet you I take at least 2 or 3 pictures of every house I go in now because it's just so many weird things.
I think
Snack
you're looking for stuff too.
Huh?
I think you're starting to look for stuff too.
Yeah. Well, it's just interesting. Let me hold that cover. That's pretty good. You got about 30 more seconds with contestant number 1 from What Realtors See. And as always, guys, I'm going to post a lot of What Realtors See stuff throughout the week. I usually do it 2 or 3 a week. So make sure you check Facebook about 11:30. That's usually on Facebook, Instagram, all those good things about 11:30 every day. So we post some kind of real estate related thing. Yeah, about 10 more seconds. What do you think? You walk into a bathroom and you see this. Now, where did I put that extra cover? That's pretty good. Oh, yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mel and I are going to confer in quiet here. So, we're going to decide which one we like the best. And we'll let you know. We're just conferring back and forth. As you can hear us typing away, we're trying to keep it quiet here. The first contestant of What Realtors See, number 1. Yep. All right, so here's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. The winner is. Now, where did I put that extra cupboard? I'm telling you, it looks like an extra cupboard from your kitchen.
Yeah, it's for snacks.
It's like there's nothing in there. Like, what the hell's that for? So, Facebook user put, now where did I put that extra cover? Make sure you let us know who you are so we can send you. You are the first winner. Of What Realtors See. You are the first winner. I guess you could put reading material in there too. I guess you could. All right. So make sure you let us know who Facebook user is so we can get you that chance to win millions of dollars. All right. Contestant number 2. And like I said, guys, there's a kid angle to the last 2 pictures. Okay. There's a kid angle to the last 2 pictures. So I saw this one. I saw that one. What would you caption this one here? What would you caption this for contestant number 2 of What Realtors See? I walked into a room and I saw this. What would you caption this? Please keep it lighthearted. Thank you very much. What would you caption this one for What Realtors See? You walk into a room and you see that. What do you think? Ready for battle? I like that. That's funny.
Totally. It's about to go down.
I will say this. So, Nancy Wales, is that Nancy Wales Facebook user too? All right. So I will tell you this, Mel. My ex-wife did tell me at one point in time, please stop buying our kid Nerf guns. Thank you. He has enough of them. Go ahead, make my day. There's Tracy. Pick your weapon. Oh, that's a game board. That's funny. The boys' toys. I like that, Pat. It's very cool. So you got 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Caption it. Bring it, picture. Fire away. It's awesome. Then Ready Player One. Oh, that's a good one too. Ready Player One. That's good. Ready Player One. That's funny.
What happened?
Nerf Wars. You can never ever have enough guns. That's a pretty good one. That's funny. Family War Night. We used to actually have. I had a friend when I coached wrestling that she had a Nerf gun. She rented a gym and had a Nerf gun. She had a Nerf gun fight with like a invited Nerf gun party for her kid. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. That's funny stuff. Funny stuff. You got 10 seconds, folks. Get your last caption in. For number 2, what do realtors see? What do realtors see? And again, you'll see it on my Facebook at least 2 or 3 times a week. Every week there I post at 11:30, around 11:30, 12 o'clock, and you'll see goofy stuff that we see all the time. So we're going to start working a little more on TikTok and video stuff, so you'll start seeing more of that stuff too. Because I see some crazy things. I see some absolute crazy things.
You ever watch The Princess Bride?
Yes, I did.
Do you know that line that he always says?
Which one?
About the 6-fingered man.
Tell me about the 6-finger man.
He's like, "Hello, my name is Anoy."
Neil Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. That one, yeah.
That would be something. You grab one and do that.
All right. So the winner for contestant number 2 is Dawn. Ready Player One. I like that better than Dawn 1, Judson 0. Ready Player One was a good one. So Dawn, a scratch off that could be worth millions will be coming to your home as soon as the mailman delivers it. The final one, this one I saw today, and Mel, I saw this and I was like, what in the holy hell is going on here? It goes along with this one a little bit. Right here. I saw this one today. I might have to zoom in so you can see it a little better, but let me see what I can do. This is in a corner of a room. Okay.
I know what it is.
It's freaking crazy. I mean, it's crazy as hell. I'll make it a little bigger so you can actually see the words too.
Well, it could be used for something else too.
Yeah, but it's goofy. So the final, what realtors Kitty Jail? There you go. Okay. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Remember, your captioning could be worth millions of dollars here on Talking Real Estate. So what realtors see? That's a serious timeout for her.
I love that.
That's pretty good. What realtors see? So now while people are getting their answers in, I'll tell you about this kitty club. I like that. I saw this house yesterday in Huron Township. It had 3 houses on the property. 3 separate houses. Think about that for a minute. If you had kids, you could send them, instead of sending them to their room, you could send them to their house. Go to your house, leave me alone. Animals gone wild, stuffed animals gone wild. I like that. Kitty club, very nice. Very nice. You got about 30 more seconds, guys. About 30 more seconds. I saw this again. I saw this today at a house today. I think it was at where was I at? In Van Buren Township, I think, or Belleville, one of those two. Toys gone wrong. Very cute.
Somebody wants to be a police officer or something.
I guess, man. Holy smokes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess if you put this one and the one before it together, what the heck? You put some lotion on the skin. Ay. Come on. It's killing me, brother. Killing me over here. Oh, man. Got 30 more seconds. That's why looking at houses is awful. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's not that bad. It's definitely interesting. It's interesting. I love it. I love my eye for it. Like Mel said, I have an eye for it now. It just interests me. I see so many interesting things. I really do. It's just an interesting profession. It really is. So, got 10 more seconds, guys. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Da 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 Bad Animals Club. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the third contestant of What Realtors See is let's see, Kitty Hall of Fame. Steve Christ, Toy Story Gone Wrong. Steve Christ with Toy Story Gone Wrong. That's fun stuff.
The new sheriff.
Our 3 contestants, our 3 winners, your chance at winning millions will be in the mail to you ASAP, as soon as the mailman can deliver them. Now, I want to tell a quick story before I go, guys. I know we're a little bit over time today, but I want to tell you a story about neighbors, okay? Pat Neese, I always call her the good neighbor because she's a good neighbor to Steve Kreitz over at Williams there in Dearborn Heights, but I'll tell you about my neighbor. Guy moved into my house, or moved into the house next door to me on Grosse Hill. Okay, my entire neighborhood in the backyard are no fences, right? There was no fence. It wasn't an ordinance or association or nothing. The deer walk back in my yard and they walk around and stuff like that. And it's great. I love the first week, a deer was in my yard every day, just kind of walking around every day. Okay. Now, I wake up one morning, look out my window, and the guy next door puts this big, huge wooden fence up right in the property line. Okay. Right in the property line, goes into the woods with it and turns in the woods. So he's enclosing the woods. So beware of your neighbors, beware of bad neighbors. If you got good neighbors, love on them and definitely let them know you love them. So the Wales family is Chris Bergeron's neighbors for 40 years almost now, and you got to love good neighbors like that. So I always salute good neighbors. On the 4th of July, use your freedom to salute some good neighbor, okay? Go and talk to one of your neighbors and tell them how much you appreciate how good they are, because I'm not saying this guy's a bad neighbor, but just chaps my ass. That's all. That's all I can tell you. So always be appreciative of good neighbors. And after the show, we will bounce into the after show on Talking Real Estate, the Facebook group. If you are not a part of the Facebook group Talking Real Estate, you need to get in there. I think we have 600 members now. You have 600 members now, Mel, something like that. We post all kinds of interesting stuff there all the time. So Talking Real Estate, the Facebook group, if you're not there, get a part of that. All right. I want everybody to enjoy the 4th of July holiday. I want everybody to enjoy the 4th of July holiday. Use your freedom wisely, but be appreciative of it as well. All right. I'm Scott.
I'm Mel.
And we're talking real estate. See ya.